let's continue. Okay, okay, PLL Freaks also said something very interesting that very intrigued me, and I want to say it here. The episode Now You See Me, Now You Don't. The title is Now You See Me, Now You Don't, right? So, Ren, that was close to Ren's last episode. I was like 2 episodes after Ren's last episode, because his last episode was 410, this was 412, okay? And in 412, that episode that's titled Now You See Me, Now You Don't, is the episode that we find out that Ezra is going off with Melissa, never to be seen again. Like, when I heard Gianna or Megan said it. When I heard Miana, I gave you guys a couple's name. Megan saying it, I was like, my mind blown, because I was like, wow, how did I not see that? Because it's like so blatantly obvious now. Now looking back, I'm like, wow, this is the episode that we find out Ren's never coming back. Or is he, you know? So, yeah, so definitely that. And then, I want to talk about, his father. We don't know much about Ren's family, like, at all, except for when he told Hannah about his father being in an institution like Radley for his mental problems. So, that could give a good leadway that he is mental himself. Or maybe he's lying, and that would make him mental himself, because his real father is really Allison's father, you know, because he would be Allison and Jason's brother if he is in fact ChArles, right? Okay. So that brings me to my next point that I think I skipped over. I skipped it. The fact that he has never had a scene with Allie, like a flashback, because she knows every guy except for Caleb. Caleb, I can't lie, but every other guy she known on the show. Like, I was shocked that she even knew Ezra, because that was a shock. You know what I mean? But she known every guy. She known Wilden. She knew Garrett. She knew just like every guy except for Ren. And Ren magically appears after Allie disappears too, which kind of. But so did Did I say Ezra? I mean, Ren and Ezra both appeared after Allie disappeared, you know, but we find out that Ezra was kind of always in the picture, but we don't know about Ren. Ren's the only person we don't know if he was ever in the picture or not, okay? And he never had a scene with Jason either, and I think they were both on the show at the same time, but I don't think they ever had a scene together. What could that reason be? Because maybe if Jason or Allie had seen him, they'd be like, oh my gosh, your cousin Freddie, that guy we had that birthday party with. You know what I mean? So, kind of makes sense if you think about it. Okay. What else was I thinking of for Ren? Okay, the fact that he hasn't been on the show for the last 2 years, and he still gets mentioned frequently. You know, he was just mentioned just now in season 5. I mean, that's only a season difference, but in PL that's like a season and a half, because that's how it feels, because there's always half season, you know, there's always a half break, so it felt like a longer time than, you know, only a season. It felt like a year and a half, because I think it was a year and a half or something like that. Yeah, because it was through the second half of season 5, I believe. Yeah. Was it the start? Was it half? I think it was half. The second half. But anyways, yeah. He still gets mentioned a lot. The only season he hasn't been mentioned in is this recent one, when we're starting to find out about ChArles. Wonder why that is. And the fact that when Spencer went to London in that second half of season 5, and freaking Ren and Ezra, I keep saying Ezra, I don't know why. Ren and Melissa couldn't be there because they was busy, but Melissa showed up. Why wasn't Ren still there? I know they gave you excuse. I don't remember what the excuse was, but that's the same episode that someone goes and attacks Cyrus at the hospital for saying too much. Now, I did say that Paul Varjak only makes sense for Ren, but I got a little theory about that too. I'm gonna try to get to this. Yeah, I really need to make 2 videos. That's my last one. So I could throw some more bonus ones, and I'm just thinking off the top of my head now. Everything just makes so much sense as Ren, being just the timing of it all. He's got more creepy during season 3. That's when he became a therapist out of nowhere at Radley. Like, that's when he started, like, maybe, was that this? Yeah, because season 2 he was still a doctor, I believe. I might be wrong. Like, comment below. I don't frequently watch the seasons. Like, I don't rewatch season 2s and 1s, so it's kind of foggy in my mind. But from what I remember, is that he became a therapist at Radley at season 3 when Mona went into Radley. Yes, he did, because that's the season that Mona goes into Radley and gets her game stolen from her. So, I was never a fan of believing that Mona, was on her own. I always believed that she thought she was on her own, but she was really getting told what to do because of that last scene in season 2, with Red Coat and everything. But if it is true what Marlene said and someone did steal her game, who was with her all the time? Ren, who was her therapist. Ren, like, it would just be so easy for him to up and steal the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would just be easy. And Gianna and Megan, again, I'm mentioning them, have a good backstory theory too. Like, is this the amazing backstory? Like, I don't know how I can never think of this stuff, but is this really, really, really good? Like, it all makes sense, because that is the season that they dig up the body. That is the season they find out that it wasn't Allie. I mean, we didn't find out with Bethany, but we found out it wasn't Allie. So maybe because of the fact that Charles and Bethany both snuck out at the same time, maybe they have some kind of connection. Like, they could be related. Because supposedly, Allison's mom wanted Bethany to call her aunt. What if they were cousins? That could be a theory. What if they were cousins and Mrs. De Laurentiis was having an affair with her sister's husband? And that's why she said she had an affair with my father. And that would still make Ren and Bethany, cousins and first cousins. And, I'm close to my first cousins, so it wouldn't be so far of a stretch to say they was really close, being the fact that they're both in Radley, and they was both with each other every day, and they felt like blood, like family. Because there's a difference between friends, and there's a difference between blood, in my opinion. You're always closer to blood. No matter what, you always have to have your family's back over anything. In my case, unless they're murderers. But if they're both crazy, they don't care. You know what I'm saying? I keep saying, you know what I'm saying. I'm sorry about that. So, it just makes sense that he started this in season 3, because that is what changed, was the fact that we found out that Allie was not buried in there. So, I think I'm going to go now. I think I talk too much, but I might make some more theory videos, before the season finale, the season 8 finale. I'm trying to get something sorted out where I could get, like, me and some other recappers to, like, maybe be in a room together, and we could discuss the episode